So I don't know how to start this. So as many of you know, I am going to come out with an EP called Chapter 1 An Anxious Summer. I had it all planned out. I had all the songs, everything planned. Everything I've done in this industry, I've gotten myself. Nobody has helped me. I'm really proud of that. So every time I would try to go to a producer in LA, which a producer is somebody that, you know, has a recording studio and is gonna let you record there. Every time I would try to do this in LA, they would try to morph me into something they wanted me to be. And you guys know that I'm different. I have a totally different voice than what's on the radio, and I know that. And I don't want to be like everybody else. Every producer I would try to go to in LA, they would end up trying to mold me into something they wanted. And I had tried to, you know, get recording equipment and try to do it myself on GarageBand, and I couldn't figure it out. Okay, like I tried and tried and tried, but I just didn't feel confident enough in myself that I could figure it out. And I'm kind of ADHD and I'm all over the place, so I couldn't figure it out. We came back to Missouri for the summer, and I was, you know, trying to find some kind of recording studio down here. And of course it would be cheaper here. And I'm an independent artist, and I don't have a manager. And we found this recording studio in Missouri that was fairly cheap. And I was really excited because you know, there's only so much that I could do. I want to try to go to the next step in my journey and, you know, make an EP. So that's been something that's really important to me, and I feel like is important to you guys. And I needed somebody else to help me because I wasn't independently capable of it myself. I went to this person's place, and it was very, very like in a shack, okay? And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna judge you on that because, you know, I got my first headshots at 7 done in a trailer, okay? And they turned out really, really good. That ended up getting me my first agent, and ended up me going to LA. And I wanted to start, I went there last month. I wanted to start last month, but they said, we're gonna have to wait a month for you to even start because we're gonna get everything ready. So I'm figuring, oh, okay, they're gonna get things ready, situated, nice, ready to record. And we paid them the money that day before we even knew, you know, if they were any good or not, which was a gamble. And so we paid them their money and we left. And I'm not gonna judge, you know, because there's stories of like we recorded, you know, with an egg carton on our head, and then it's like a really, really amazing record. So I was very, very excited for everybody to hear this EP. I put my heart and soul into this EP. I was literally writing songs up until the other day for this. So I was gonna start recording on Thursday, and I was ready. So I was gonna record on Thursday, and I woke up and I get a call. There's been an emergency. We have to reschedule. So I'm like, okay, I'm used to this. I'm used to this, like, because I live most of the year in LA, and I've grown up in this industry, and LA is a very, like, you know, fly by the seat of your pants place. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna record today. I'm gonna record tomorrow. We rescheduled it. Everything's cool. I'm lit. I ended up writing an amazing song that day that I'm going to put on the EP. So I'm like, that happened for a reason. That was spiritual. I wrote this amazing song that everyone's gonna love. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so then the next day comes. I have everything ready. You know, like I'm having to like see. I have like tons of guitars. I'm seeing, okay, which guitars am I gonna use? Do I need to change these strings? I need to go to a music store, get a capo for a 12-string guitar. I need to do all this stuff. I need to write this down. I need to do all this stuff because I'm planning, right? I'm planning on what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to spend my time in the studio. I have 4 hours today. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I guess I'll record the single first, and then if we have time, start recording the EP. all this stuff. So my whole day is revolved around this. Drive there, okay? The place is disgusting, but like I said, I'm not gonna judge. So we went inside, and let me tell you, I am not trying to be disrespectful, but let me tell you, we went inside, there's like storage shelves that are coming out into the walkway, tons of crap all over these storage shelves, a little skinny tiny hallway, and then you go into this room, there's like the computer and stuff, and I brought my mom. This little place for the computer, and it's just wall to wall stuff, like stuff everywhere, like this just crowded place. It reeks. And then I go into the place where I am supposedly going to record, and there was like, it was literally like this big, okay, with a janky microphone. Then the rest of the room was just piled with stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm paying you a good amount of money for this, and you're expecting me to record in like a dark room that's the size of this. So, and again, it was disgusting, but if this guy would have been nice to me, I would have done it, okay? Because magic can come out of weird stuff. But this guy was not nice to me. This is what happened. So, we're there for like 5 minutes. He goes, I'm not gonna be ready. We got there at the time that our appointment was supposed to start. We were supposed to go from 7 to 10. He goes, I'm not ready. It'll be about 45 more minutes. Okay, well, can I go to the bathroom? Do you have a bathroom? He goes, well, I don't have any toilet paper. And I'm like, what? And like my mom's a freak. She brought toilet paper, which I don't even know why. And then he goes, well, we like don't have any toilet paper, and there's pit bulls in the next room barking, acting like they're going to eat somebody. Okay, so I don't even know how you can record with pit bulls barking like they're gonna attack somebody. So I'm like, he's like, there's pit bulls in there, and you can't go to the bathroom because I'm gonna have to move the pit bulls, and we don't have any toilet paper. So he goes, you can go to a gas station a mile away. I'm like, what? So I'm a singer. You expect me to be in here for 4 hours and not drink any liquid for my voice? Because if I drink, as a singer, you have to drink or your voice is gonna get dry and you're gonna sound bad. And I'm paying good money to be in this place that doesn't even have a bathroom, that has pit bulls in the next room, and I can't drink. I'm not gonna get the best product possible. Go to a gas station to go to the bathroom. We come back. So I like get out my computer. I'm like trying to get ready, blah, 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 blah. And he's like still trying to set up, and I don't even get it. This is an hour late. So he's canceled once the day before. Yeah, exactly. He canceled the day before. Then today we're trying to get everything ready. He's an hour late. Like, my time is not valuable. You know, my time is valuable. And he's just like saying all this weird stuff. He's like, you know, you can have alcohol in here if you want. I'm like, I don't drink, but thanks. He's trying to get microphones set up. We go into, he's like, he has a microphone in his hand. He's gonna like take it to this like broom closet that I'm supposed to do it in. And he starts talking about his son. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, my son's in prison. And I'm like, what the hell am I in right now? I'm like stuck in a broom closet with this man who has his son's in prison, and I can't drink anything. There's no bathroom, and if I say one bad word, if I even try to stand up for myself, there's pit bulls in the other room that I'm gonna get eaten. I'm like freaking out. I'm scared. I don't feel safe in here. So he goes, I have really good guitars. I have an Ovation. Ovation is my favorite guitar brand, but they're very expensive. I have another one, a Takamine. I think that's how you say it. They're very expensive. I had over $2,000 of guitars in there, and I have my $2,000 MacBook computer, and I have all my stuff in here. And he literally goes, so which guitar sucks the worst? Which one sounds the worst? I'm thinking, are you crazy? Like, these are expensive guitars. And I'm putting them in your dirty broom closet room right now. These are expensive guitars. You're insinuating that one sounds worse. So, I was like, well, I guess the Takamine, which I don't know. I was just like, I was in the moment. I was like, I don't know which one. I don't know. Because I love my Ovation. Like, I'll freaking, like, sell my soul for my Ovation. So, he, like, takes it and he's going, like, and this is what men in this industry do. And probably in a lot of industries. They take things and try to make you feel inadequate. They try to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing. Because they're greasing you up. They're trying to make themselves be more in power. So, he takes the guitar, he tells me like 17 different things that's wrong with this guitar, and it's a brand new guitar. And then my mom's like, well, how much would that be? He's like, $35. So he's trying to get money out of me for stuff that for stuff that I don't even need. So he goes, what capo do you normally like what fret do you normally put the capo on? Like 1 or 2 or whatever. I was like, well, for the song that I want to do, I have it on the 9th fret. And he goes, the 9th fret? What? Like, are you serious? And then he puts on the 9th fret. And so he's trying to make me feel like my ideas are stupid, you know? Because, oh, I put it on the 9th fret. I'm a silly little girl. That's what they try to do. So that was, you know, a man trying to make you feel inadequate, trying to make you feel stupid, trying to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing. Okay? And if I want to put my capo on the 9th fret, I should be able to. And then he goes, you know, I've looked you up on YouTube, and I've seen your stuff. I'm like, oh, really? That's nice. And then he goes, and I'm gonna cuss for a minute. He goes, and I'm an asshole. Nobody wants to work with me. I'm like, okay, I'm freaking trapped here. And he goes, when we're recording, I'll tell you if you suck. I'm like, oh my god, so this guy is going to tell me I'm paying you to do a job. I'm not paying you to judge me. So I'm trapped in a little, not even a broom closet, because a broom closet is nicer. Like, I'm trapped in, like, it looked like a serial killer's dome, okay? I'm trapped in here. He's saying that he's gonna tell me if I suck, and if I even, like, try to stand up for myself, all he has to do is open that door and the pit bulls come at me. So I'm like, I'm just like trying to laugh, because when you're in those situations, you feel like, oh my god, I need to do whatever I can to protect myself. So, and then he goes, so how are you feeling today? And I go, well, I guess good. And he goes, well, how would you feel tomorrow? I'm like, what? He's like, because, he goes, how would you feel tomorrow? He goes, because, you know, nobody came in to help me today, and I think I'd be able to do it better tomorrow, and I'll give you an extra hour. And then, so I'm like, okay, and I just want to get out of there at this point. Then he goes, he's trying to get me to leave one of my guitars there to fix it. I'm like, no, I'm good. So I'm literally running out to my car because I feel like I'm going to get murdered in here. Then as we're walking out, me and my mom were on this, on Anderson Cooper's daytime talk show. And I'm a child actor, and I was a child actor, and Anderson Cooper was a bully to me on television, and he kind of bullied me. This was before the meme video came out. He was acting like that we were crazy for coming out to LA when I was 8 years old, that we were crazy for trying to go after this at such a young age, and my mom was, you know, basically my mom was being pummeled, and we both were. And I'm like, this is nothing different than, you know, your kid deciding to be a gymnast, or an Olympic ice skater. You know, you train, you start early, and it's something I love to do. I'm not being forced to do it. So that was that. But then we ended up going on Ricky Lake's talk show, and like, she loved us and everything. So like, you know, but that was a very traumatic experience for me at 14, to be on national television bullied by one of the world's biggest news anchors. As we're walking out of his shack, his murder shack, he goes, you know, they say on TV that you're crazy. Are you crazy? You're crazy. I'm like running to the car, putting my freaking freaking $2,000 guitars in my car, like trying to get out there. There's 15 cats outside, a mattress in a truck. I'm like, this is insane. And my mom goes, my brother, because, you know, I come from a family of musicians. She goes, my brother never made it. Her brother, my brother, never made it and died from a drug overdose. And by God, it's the last breath I take, Presley's gonna make it. You know, so you can call us crazy all you want. And for 5 hours, me and my mom were just kind of like, and we're so used to this in this industry, you know, people being crazy. But the difference is in LA, they would have just been rude and disrespectful to you, but you would have been in a high rise, you know, that's what would have happened. And you might have taken it because if you would have been in an environment that was, you know, like $1 million environment and you're just going to take, you know, shit off somebody. So we literally, for 5 hours, we were just like, we came home, ate ice cream. Like we were just kind of like in a shock. And we were still planning on going back. And the fact that we were still going to plan on going back to this just shows the fact of how abusive this industry is. And the thing is, so the reason, and this is what I want, this is the whole point of this, okay? You guys might think that I'm like this successful person. And I am successful. But everything I've done has been because of me. Nobody else. Okay, that's what I want you guys to remember. Nobody else did this for me. I got here by myself. And I have had to go through all that kind of stuff multiple times in my whole 14 years of being in this business. I've had to be abused repeatedly. And I wasn't sexually abused. You know, there wasn't anything like that. But it's verbal abuse. It's they cut you down. They try to cut you down to make you feel like your ideas don't matter. You are not smart. You are not creative. What you're doing is crazy. You need me. I'm the one that knows what I'm doing. Listen here, it is not easy. But the reason why I was put into that situation, going back to me trying to learn how to do it myself, trying to learn how to produce this myself. Okay, I'm just like, I'm a kid. Okay, I'm 21, but I'm a kid. I just want to like write songs and have fun. And I'm 21 now, and this is what's crazy. It's like when I've tried to go to music stores, okay, this is the first thing I'm going to say. I went to a music store. There was something wrong with my guitar, and this man goes, he was like, well, play it. Let me see, hear it. And I play it. He goes, well, why do you play it so hard? Okay, these kinds of things that typically men say because there's not enough women in these lines of work can cut a woman down. And I just look at him and I go, why does Melissa Etheridge strum so hard? And she's like, But if I wouldn't be this strong woman that I am, strong girl that I am, it would have broken me down. So I've had agents contact me and say, we would love to have a meeting with you. And when I say, okay, well, I have a brand. I have a lot of young girls that look up to me. I do not want to do any sexual scenes. I do not want to do any drug use because my brother died from a drug overdose. I don't say that part, but I just say I do not want to do any drug use, sexual scenes, nudity. I don't want to do any of that. And then they never email me back because I'm not willing to do what they tell me to do. But in this career and in this art, you should be able to choose what you want to do. They just go, okay, well, we don't want to deal with you because you're difficult. I'm difficult because I know what I want. And when I tell them that I'm not willing to do X, Y, and Z, they don't message you back. An agent once fired me because I would not go out for a role. A dark role. I think it was me getting raped. And they're like, do you think you're Denzel Washington? So they fired me. They fired me because I didn't want to be raped on TV. This is what I want you guys to know. Why that happened to me is because, and when I would go into Guitar Centers, it's basically all men that work there. It's all men. There's no women that work in these music stores. There's not enough women producers. There's not enough women writers. I would go to these places and I would ask these men to be like, hey, how can I record by myself on a garage band? Like, what do I need? I end up, freaking $800 later buying half the stuff that I didn't even need, that these men took advantage of me by taking me for a ride and making me spend all this money that I didn't even need to spend. Because I wasn't educated enough. Because I trusted these people in these Guitar Center uniforms. And it was my fault because I wasn't educated. And what happened to me, and it was happened to me yesterday, it was because I wasn't educated. If I would have been educated, and I would know how to record this myself, I wouldn't have to take shit off men that try to make you feel like you are worthless. And that's all of you guys out there, all you girls out there. If you are educated, if you know what you're doing, you do not have to take shit off other people. You have the power to decide your story. If you want to be a musician, you practice every day. You learn how to produce your own stuff. You go to gigs. You do the work. At a point in my life, I was practicing for 9 hours a day, and I wouldn't stop. I've been into places. I have a unique voice. I've had some really awful women too. I was 12 years old in a studio, and this girl was an engineer, I guess, and she was trying to coach me, and she was going, I've never met anybody like you. Why are you doing that? Why are you singing that way? You know, being mean to me. To a 12-year-old girl that just wanted to sing. I've had, I went into this agency that I was interviewing with, and I was supposed to sing, and I sing very differently, and they go, can you sing normal? They try to cut any creativity you have down. You know, they try to mold you into this person that you are not. The reason this happens, and if I would have been by myself yesterday, who knows what would have happened? And a vulnerable 21-year-old girl, what would have happened? Because they try to make you feel stupid. They try to make you feel like you need them. They try to make you feel inadequate. They try to make you feel inadequate when you have worked with Taylor Swift and you have done all this amazing stuff, and you're in the new Lady Gaga movie, and you have a T-emoji, and they're in a shack, but they still try to make you feel like you are not worthy. How much work can you do to make yourself be respected? And that's what I'm saying. It's not all people in high-rises. It's people in shacks. All you girls out there, educate yourselves with whatever you want to do. Educate yourself. Honestly, the reason why I love the shit out of you is because you're completely different, and because thank you. I'm sorry I've cussed in this. I've said shit. Because this is the whole thing. I'm going to try my hardest to learn how to produce myself and release this EP myself. That I did it myself. Because I bought microphones and pop filters and cords and all this stuff to try to record, but I just haven't felt confident enough in myself. I don't want to be like, oh, I can't do this because somebody wouldn't let me. You know, somebody screwed me over. So I'm going to educate myself. I don't even know if I can do this. I don't even know if I believe in myself enough to do this, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest to produce this EP myself in my room by myself. And if I would allow the world what the world has tried to do to me, if I would let that do it to me, I would just lay in bed. Because that's sometimes what I want to do. I just want to lay in bed. And I just don't want, because people are so mean. And everybody is trying to cut me down. And on national television, I was bullied in life. I'm bullied to this day. You become so jaded in people. That people let you down over and over, and you just want to be loved, and you just want to be accepted, and you just want to do good, but then people take you and just like pummel you to the ground and try to take that sparkle out of you. I've been You know, and after that thing happened yesterday, I felt like I came home, I ate ice cream, I fell asleep at like 10 o'clock because I felt like I had been punched in the face. This is what I'm trying to get to you guys, is that if you want to do anything in life, it's going to be lonely, it's going to be hard, you're going to be by yourself. And people are scared of what's different. Yourself. You have to put in the work to make yourself better. Because I know if I don't, nobody will do it for me. This is why I'm telling you guys, I'm going to try to do this myself. And it's going to be hard. I'm going to get pissed. I'm going to be frustrated. I'm going to be throwing crap. I'm going to be like, I can't do this. I can't do this. But I'm going to try to do it myself. Or it's not going to get done. And this road, anything you want to do, but anything you feel passionate about, because music is my only thing. It's the only thing that makes me happy. It's the only thing that gives me strength. When I'm singing, I feel like everything stops. Thank you guys, because everybody, you know, on here is like, you deserve the world, and it's crazy that I just want you to know that I do not have it all. I don't. I suffer from anxiety. People shit on me constantly. But I get up. And I will not give up until I'm on the Grammys.